Stop. Don't move your finger. Don't scroll past this moment. Something has already started happening to you, and if you leave right now, you will lose the one warning that could save your life. I am not speaking in metaphor. I am telling you, heaven has been trying to reach you through the only door you left open, your eyes. The angels assigned to you are watching this exact second. They know you're tired. They know you're doubting. They know you almost didn't click on this, but you did, and that was not an accident. Listen to me very carefully, my beloved child. The moment your eyes landed here, the entire spiritual realm leaned in. A file with your name on it just opened in the courts of heaven, and I need you to stay with me until the very end, because what I'm about to tell you will explain everything that's been happening to your body, your mind, and your vision over the last few weeks. Your eyes have been burning, twitching, seeing flashes of light, feeling heavy when you wake up. You thought it was stress. You thought it was age. But I'm here to tell you it was a signal, a divine alarm. The angels have been downloading warnings directly into your spirit through your eyes, and if you ignore this message, you will miss the one turning point that separates tragedy from triumph. Don't skip. Don't close this. Don't let fear, doubt, or distraction pull you away, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what heaven has been trying to say and why your eyes were chosen as the delivery system. You are not random. You are not forgotten. You are being warned because you are being protected. Now take a breath. Stay with me, and let me show you what the angels see when they look at you. I know why you're here. You didn't come looking for another message. You came because something inside you is breaking, and you don't know how much longer you can hold the pieces together. Let me tell you what I see. My beloved child, I see you waking up at 3 a.m., staring at the ceiling, running the numbers in your head again. Rent, medicine, bills that keep coming even when the checks don't. I see you sitting alone in rooms that used to be full. The chair across from you empty now. The phone that doesn't ring like it used to. The children who got busy. The friends who moved on. I see your body betraying you in ways you never imagined. The pain that showed up uninvited and decided to stay. The doctor visits that cost more than they solve. The prescriptions you can't afford but can't live without. I see you walking through crowds feeling more alone than when you're by yourself. I see you crying in the car before you go inside because you need 1 minute, just 1 minute to fall apart where no one's watching. And here's what breaks my heart, my child. You survived things no one ever clapped for. You carried weights no one ever noticed. You showed up when you had nothing left, and the world just kept asking for more. You're tired of being strong. You're tired of pretending you're fine. You're tired of being the one everyone leans on while you're collapsing inside. But listen to me carefully now, because this is where everything shifts. Those sensations you've been feeling, the sudden heaviness when certain people walk in the room, the way your chest tightens around fake smiles, the exhaustion that hits you after conversations that seem harmless. You thought something was wrong with you. You thought you were getting weaker, getting older, losing your edge. But I'm here to tell you the truth. You're not weak. You're registering something others can't. Your spirit has been picking up frequencies that your mind hasn't caught up to yet. You've been sensing danger before it arrives, feeling lies before they're spoken, knowing things without being told. And your eyes, my child, your eyes have been the gateway. They've been burning because they're downloading, twitching because they're receiving, seeing flashes because the veil between the seen and unseen is thinner for you than it is for most. You are not losing your mind. You are gaining spiritual sight. And the reason it's been so painful, so lonely, so exhausting, is because you were being prepared, refined, separated, not because you're cursed, because you're chosen. I know your life, my beloved. I know it because I've been watching you carry it alone. But here's what you need to understand right now, in this very moment. You were never meant to carry it alone. The angels assigned to you have been trying to break through, and they finally found the opening. Your eyes. Stay with me, because what I'm about to show you next will change everything you thought you knew about why your life has been this hard. You've been feeling it for weeks now, haven't you, my child? That strange heaviness behind your eyes, the burning, the twitching, the sudden flashes of light when you're alone in the dark. You thought something was wrong with you. You thought you were breaking down. But let me tell you what's really happening. Your eyes are waking up, not physically. Spiritually, heaven has been upgrading your vision because you were chosen long before you ever felt chosen. And the enemy knows it. That's why your life has been so hard. That's why people turned on you. That's why the ones you loved the most walked away without explanation. It wasn't because you weren't enough. It was because you were too much, too sensitive, too aware, too spiritually awake in a world that runs on darkness. Listen to me carefully, my beloved child. Your eyes are not just windows to your soul. They are gates, scanners, alarms. And right now, the angels assigned to you have activated a frequency in your vision that most people will never experience. You've been seeing through people lately, haven't you? Someone smiles at you, but your spirit recoils. Someone offers help, but something inside you says no. You can't explain it. You have no proof. But you know, that's not paranoia. That's not anxiety. That's discernment. And it's been growing stronger because heaven is preparing you for what's coming next. See, the reason your eyes have been hurting is because they've been filtering spiritual attacks you never even saw coming. Every time someone spoke against you in secret, your eyes flickered. Every time jealousy was aimed at your future, your vision blurred. Every time a trap was set in your path, your eyes burned as a warning. You thought you were tired. You thought you were aging. But no, my child, you were being defended. The angels have been using your eyes as a delivery system for divine intelligence. And here's what they've been trying to tell you. The isolation you've been in was not abandonment. It was preparation. The loneliness you've been feeling was not rejection. It was protection. You were being hidden, separated, removed from circles that would have drained the very calling out of your spirit. And now, after all this time, heaven is ready to show you why. You are not like everyone else. You never were. You were born with a vision that sees beyond the surface, a heart that feels what others ignore, a spirit that discerns what the natural eye cannot. That's why your life has been a battlefield. That's why you've been tested in ways that don't make sense. Because the greater the calling, the greater the resistance. And my beloved, your calling is about to break wide open. What's been bothering you has been warning you. What's been exhausting you has been training you. And what's been breaking your heart has been breaking you free. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what the angels see when they look into your future, and it's going to take your breath away. Listen to me, my beloved child. Heaven has been watching. Every single moment you thought no one saw heaven recorded it. Every tear you cried in the dark, an angel caught it in a vial. Every time someone betrayed you, used you, walked over you like you were nothing, God wrote it down in the books of eternal justice. And today, the verdict has been delivered. Your case has been reviewed in the courts of heaven. The evidence has been presented. The witnesses have spoken. And the judge of all has made his ruling. You are not guilty. You are not the problem. You were never too much, too sensitive, too broken, or too difficult. You were targeted because you carry light. You were attacked because you were chosen. And the ones who hurt you, they will face the consequences of their actions not because you wished it, but because heaven demands balance. I need you to hear this clearly. You do not need to seek revenge. You do not need to defend yourself. You do not need to prove your worth to anyone who refused to see it. Because what they did in secret is now under heaven's spotlight. The lies they told about you, unraveling. The credit they stole from you, being reassigned. The love they withheld from you, coming back to them as emptiness. The doors they blocked for you, swinging open while theirs slammed shut. This is not cruelty, my child. This is correction. This is divine order being restored. And you are being lifted. Not because you fought for it, not because you manipulated or schemed, but because heaven saw your quiet endurance and said, enough. The season of being overlooked is over. The season of being misunderstood is closing. The season of carrying burdens that were never yours to carry is finished. Right now, as I speak these words, there is a shift happening in the invisible realm. Angels are rearranging circumstances in your favor. Doors you didn't even know existed are being unlocked. People who owe you apologies are being convicted in their spirit. Resources that were held back are being released. And the story that the enemy tried to write about your life, the one where you end up alone, broke, forgotten, and defeated, that story is being ripped out of the book. A new chapter is being written. One where you are seen. One where you are honored. One where you are provided for in ways that make no logical sense. This is the verdict of heaven, my beloved child. You have been declared innocent. You have been declared worthy. You have been declared victorious. And every force that rose up against you is now being pushed back by the hand of God Himself. So take a breath. Lift your head. Wipe your eyes. Because the war is over, and you won. Not because you were perfect, but because heaven chose you before the foundation of the world. And what heaven chooses, no devil in hell can undo. The justice you've been waiting for, it's already in motion. Stay with me, because what I'm about to tell you next will show you exactly how to step into this new season without fear, without doubt, and without looking back. My beloved child, the angels just showed me something that made even heaven hold its breath. The season you've been crying for in the dark, it didn't wait for permission. It already started. Not tomorrow, not next week. Right now, while you're listening to these words, the shift is moving through your life like a wave you can't see yet, but you will. You will. Listen carefully, because what I'm about to tell you is not speculation. It's not a maybe. It's a done deal in the courts of heaven, and your job is simply to get ready to receive it. The first thing that's changing is your finances. I'm not talking about a little extra cash or a lucky break. I'm talking about divine clarity. The fog that's been over your money. The confusion. The constant worry that kept you up at night, it's lifting. Opportunities you couldn't see before are about to become visible. Doors you thought were locked are about to swing open without you even pushing. Provision that bypassed you for years is now being rerouted directly to your address, because heaven just upgraded your coordinates. The second shift is in your relationships, and this one might sting a little before it heals. Some people are about to exit your life so fast it will shock you. Not because you did anything wrong, but because they were never supposed to stay this long. God is realigning your circle. The drainers, the critics, the ones who only showed up when they needed something, they're being removed by angelic hands. And in their place, my child, you're about to meet people who actually see you. People who don't take from you. People who add to you. People whose presence feels like rest, not work. The third shift is the one that changes everything. Your spiritual authority is being restored. For too long, you've been fighting battles with your own strength, wondering why nothing was working. But I need you to hear this. The power you had before you got tired, before you got hurt, before you started doubting, it's coming back. Only this time, it's not the same. It's doubled, tripled, multiplied beyond what you had before. You're about to walk into rooms, and the atmosphere will shift. You're about to speak, and people will listen in a way they never did before. You're about to pray, and things will move faster than they ever have, because the anointing that was on pause, it just got released. Now listen to me closely, my beloved. Blessings need containers. You can't pour new wine into an old, cracked vessel. So while this new season is forming around you, you need to start preparing your life to hold it. That means letting go of the grudges you've been nursing. That means forgiving the people who don't deserve it, not for them, but for you. That means cleaning out the clutter, physical, emotional, spiritual, so there's room for what's coming. I want you to imagine something with me right now. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning, and the first thing you feel is not dread, not worry, not that heaviness in your chest. Imagine peace, real peace, the kind that doesn't make sense based on your circumstances. Imagine walking through your day and doors opening before you even knock. Imagine checking your bank account and seeing provision where there was lack. Imagine sitting in your living room and feeling the presence of God so thick you could cry, not from pain this time, but from relief. That's not fantasy, my child. That's your new normal, and it's closer than you think. Because what couldn't reach you before, the blessings, the breakthrough, the peace, it can find you now. Your frequency changed, your coordinates updated, and heaven just hit send. Now listen to me very closely, my child. This is the part where most people fall back into the old cycle. They receive the warning. They feel the awakening. They cry. They pray. They promise heaven they'll change. And then slowly, quietly, they drift back into the very patterns that kept them bound. I will not let that happen to you. Not today. Not after everything you've endured. So, I'm going to give you 3 sacred instructions, and I need you to take them seriously. Because your obedience to these words will determine whether you walk into the new season or watch it pass you by. Are you listening? First, guard your vision. Your eyes are the gateway to your spirit. What you look at, what you watch, what you allow into your field of vision, it all becomes part of your internal landscape. The angels warned you through your eyes because they know what you've been feeding them. The fear, the comparison, the endless scrolling through other people's lives while yours felt like it was falling apart. No more. From this moment forward, you are going to protect what you see. You are going to turn away from content that drains you, people who trigger you, and images that pull you back into old pain. Your clarity is your protection, my beloved. Don't trade it for temporary distraction. Second, limit access. Not everyone deserves proximity to your new season. Let me say that again. Not everyone who was in your old life gets to walk into your breakthrough. Some people were only assigned to your chapter of struggle. They don't have clearance for your chapter of victory. And that's not cruelty, that's wisdom. You've been too available, too open, too willing to explain yourself to people who never believed in you in the first place. But the chosen ones who are rising into divine alignment don't need to justify their journey to anyone. You don't need permission anymore. You don't need approval. You don't need validation from people who couldn't see you when you were suffering. Heaven has already validated you. The angels have already marked you, and that is enough. Third, refuse counterfeits. This is where the enemy gets tricky. He knows he can't stop your breakthrough, so he sends you a counterfeit. A relationship that looks like love, but drains your peace. An opportunity that looks like provision, but costs you your integrity. A friendship that looks like support, but keeps you small. And here's how you know the difference, my child. Peace is the test. If it disrupts your peace, it's not from God. If it makes you anxious, second-guess yourself, or feel like you're fighting for something that should flow naturally, it's a counterfeit. Walk away, even if it looks good, even if other people tell you to take it. Even if you're afraid you won't get another chance. Trust me when I tell you, what's truly meant for you will not require you to abandon your peace. Now, I want you to slow down. I mean it. Slow your pace. You've been rushing, striving, pushing, trying to force doors open that heaven hasn't unlocked yet. Stop. Sit still. Watch. Wait. The angels are moving on your behalf, but you have to give them room to work. Your job right now is not to chase. Your job is to prepare, to rest, to heal, to become the version of yourself that can carry what's coming. And I promise you, my beloved child, when the time is right, when the door swings open, you won't have to fight your way through it. You'll walk in like you were always meant to be there. Because you were. Your clarity is your protection. Your discernment is your weapon. Your peace is your compass. Don't give them away for anything or anyone. Now, listen to me closely. My beloved child, if you stayed with me until this very moment, you need to understand something. Not everyone made it here. Most people scrolled away in the first 30 seconds. They dismissed the warning. They ignored the pull, but you didn't. And that tells me everything I need to know about who you really are. You are not here by accident. You are here because heaven marked you. Because the angels assigned to your life have been fighting to get your attention, and they finally broke through your eyes, through the burning, through the twitching, through the flashes of light you thought were just fatigue. But now you know the truth. Those were not symptoms. They were signals, and the signal was this. Something is coming. A shift so powerful that heaven itself had to warn you in advance. A door so significant that the enemy tried to blind you before you could see it, but you saw it anyway, because you are chosen. Now here's what I need you to do. Not because I'm asking, but because heaven is requiring it. First, I need you to go to the comments right now and type these exact words. My eyes are open. Don't think about it. Don't hesitate. Just type it. Because when you declare that with your own hands, you are sending a signal back to heaven that says, I received the warning. I am ready. I will not ignore what you are showing me. Second, I need you to share this message with 3 people, not random people. 3 specific people whose names just came to your mind, because those 3 people are also being warned and you are the messenger heaven chose to reach them. When you share this, you are not just passing along a video. You are becoming part of the angelic network that protects the chosen ones. Third, subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications. Because what I just told you is only the beginning. The signs are about to become clearer. The warnings are about to become louder. And the instructions heaven is sending you are about to become more specific. If you are not connected to this frequency, you will miss the next piece. And I don't want that for you. I don't want you walking into the next season blind when heaven is trying to give you eyes to see. Now, hear me on this. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are not too broken, too old, or too tired for what's coming. The angels would not have sent you this warning if you were not strong enough to handle what comes next. They see something in you that you have not seen in yourself yet. They see the version of you that is about to rise, the version that walks with clarity, the version that moves with authority, the version that no longer stumbles in the dark because heaven lit the path ahead. And that version is closer than you think. So keep your eyes open, my child. Not just your physical eyes, but the eyes of your spirit, because heaven is speaking. The angels are moving, and the next sign is already on its way. Chosen one, this is not the end. This is the awakening. Stay ready.